This segment of DelmarvaLife is brought to you by For All Seasons Behavioral Health and Rape Crisis Center.
Holidays are here. It's a time of fun and festivity. But for some, it's a profoundly stressful time. For a lot of people, this is a time when those holiday blues begin to creep in and keep us from being able to embrace the warmth of our friends and our family and our community. It can leave us wondering why this seems to happen every year. Well, guess what? Here to help us understand a little bit better all of this is Beth Anne Dorman. We mentioned you earlier in the show as Beth Anne Langrel, which was your maiden name.
It is.
And you've since been married. Congratulations.
I have. Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Thank
okay.
you.
So she's the CEO of For All Seasons. Help us break this down and understand, why do we get the holiday blues?
So there's so many factors. There's the weather. You know, we talk about seasonal affective disorder. Right. So some people are affected by less sunlight, not being able to be outside. But also, you know, we look at the holidays and it's sort of publicized as this wonderful time of year.
Yeah.
But for a lot of families, it's not a wonderful time of year. There are stressors that come in gathering families together. There's loss and grief that comes into the holidays. There's the cost of things going up and trying to figure out if you can afford what you want to be able to provide to your family for the holidays. So there's a lot of factors that really come into whether or not it's a joyous time.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to get in trouble for this question, but I'm going to ask you anyway. We had a lot of people over to the house for some of the Christmas celebration stuff. And Carol looked at me, my wife, Carol looked at me and said, "This time I'm not going to clean under the refrigerator." She has got this thing about pushing to perfection.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
You know, I say all the time, you look at those pictures on Facebook and you look at the Hallmark movies, that is so far from the truth,
right?
But it's what we all strive for.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, let me put the best picture out on the Christmas card, let me put the best picture up on New Year's Eve or on Christmas or on Hanukkah. And I don't know about your household, but I have 4 teenagers. So getting that picture perfect picture is quite the struggle.
Yeah.
But we tend to see what others are putting out, and it triggers our brain to think, I need to go for that. And sometimes we just need to give ourselves permission just to enjoy the day. So Carol not cleaning under the refrigerator, you know, there are times where I'll say, I'm gonna clean after everybody comes over.
Right, yes.
Because I'm gonna bust my butt to have everybody at the house and then have to clean a second time. So, you know, I think there's so many things that we see others doing, or we're led to say, oh, that looks really great, let me try that for the first time.
Yeah.
And then we get through the entire day and we forget that we haven't enjoyed any of it.
Yeah, so lighten up on yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What if we've got family that isn't really on the same page as everybody else?
Yeah, so that's a lot of us, right? Everybody has something.
That Uncle Herbie.
Right, and so planning is really important. So thinking about the boundaries of what you can take in during the day. And so maybe instead of saying to people, we're starting at noon and not placing an end time, maybe it's saying, we're gonna do holiday dinner from noon until 5. And giving yourself the space to sort of put an end. It also is about making sure that we are engaging with family in a healthy way. Mm-hmm. So setting the stage of, it might be a hard conversation of, you know what, Jim, last time that we were together, there was a lot of conversation around politics, and I would really like for us to be able to avoid that topic this year.
So it's okay to set a boundary?
It totally is, because it's not that you don't respect people's opinions, but if that's going to be the main crux of the stress at a dinner that everybody is sitting waiting to happen,
right,
get it out of the way first and do it in a way that says, I value your opinions, but let's try to keep that piece out so we can all enjoy the day.
Just have a good time.
Yeah.
Are there like basics that you can set for yourself to enjoy? I'm going to make sure I enjoy this. I want to make sure I enjoy that.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that I use the word pause a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay to say, like, can we just take a minute and just soak in the moment? So many times, whether it's weddings, whether it's holidays, whatever big events are happening, just simply saying, like, let's just sit in the moment. And it isn't that you have to go into this 5-minute meditation. It might just be, let's take 5 minutes to talk about what we're grateful for. Giving space for that. Let's take 5 minutes to find a way that we can all have a cup of tea together, or maybe it's hot cider for the kids, or we're going to toast to a relative who's not here with us. One way that you can hold something special and give people the moment to pause. And I also think it's okay to plan some activities, plan some fun games,
Let's
but
go do this.
get people off electronics,
Yeah.
figure out ways you can engage. And maybe it's, a bingo game that's themed in Christmas that you can just print off the internet,
Right.
or something as simple as that that doesn't require a lot of work, but gives connection, because
Yeah.
that's what the holidays are about. It's about connecting.
Okay, I'm out of time, but I'm going to ask you one more thing. Hit this
I
one real
love it
quick.
when we do this.
What do you do with someone who can't spend the holiday with a loved one for whatever reason?
So, the mail is a great system. And so being able to put a package together
Yeah.
that you all can FaceTime, that you can be able to say, like, here's our sending our love to you.
Yeah.
Being able to set a time for a phone call, a video chat. Maybe it's you can't come home for the holidays, so you send a card a couple days beforehand and a gift the day of.
Yeah.
Really, there are ways where we can make sure that we're still showing up. We do a thing at our office called Our Favorite Things, and our entire agency executive team sends our favorite things to the board of directors. It's a really nice thing that people look forward to, and it gives a little bit of me and a little bit of the rest of the staff to say, here's our favorite thing, under $10.
There you go.
Simple things.
Wow. Beth Anne, thank you.
Absolutely.
Beth Anne Dorman, she is the CEO of For All Seasons. You're the best. You're the best.
Thanks.